All right, let's jump right into this explainer. If you've tuned in to watch Paris Saint-Germain recently, you already know you're not just getting a standard 90-minute football match. You're getting pure, unadulterated chaos. Right now, they're arguably the most terrifying team in Europe going forward, but, well, they're equally terrifying at the back just for all the wrong reasons. Today, we're unpacking this crazy double-edged sword of a Champions League run. We'll look past the sheer entertainment value because, wow, is it entertaining? To see exactly what this high-wire act means for their ultimate European ambitions. 9 goals. Just let that sink in for a second. That is the sheer, chaotic scale of their recent semifinal first leg against Bayern Munich, a 5-4 thriller that literally completely defied logic. I mean, this wasn't your standard cagey European knockout tie where teams kind of feel each other out for the first half. No way. This was an absolute end-to-end shootout. The momentum was swinging violently with literally every single attack. It was the kind of match where standard defensive structures just went straight out the window, replaced entirely by pure, raw emotion and absolute desperation from the first whistle to the very last. And in a match that was practically overflowing with global superstars, Ousmane Dembélé somehow managed to completely steal the show. The man was on fire. 2 goals, 1 assist, and just an absolute masterclass in taking a massive game by the scruff of the neck. When your backs are against the wall in a 9-goal slugfest against a giant like Bayern Munich, relying on your attackers to just simply outgun the opposition, that is a massive statement of intent. It proves a level of attacking resilience and sheer firepower that can overwhelm, quite frankly, practically anyone on the continent. But, here's the ultimate catch. For all that breathtaking attacking fluidity we just talked about, leaking 4 goals in 90 minutes exposes a terrifyingly fragile underbelly. You simply cannot gift that much space in the semifinals of Europe's elite competition and expect to get away with it. A tactical, ruthless machine like Bayern Munich, they'll already be analyzing every single one of those defensive gaps, just licking their lips for the rematch. An attack that scores 5 is obviously a manager's absolute dream, but a defense that concedes 4? That's a constant, lingering nightmare. And to make matters worse, the injury bug has bitten them at the absolute worst possible time. Losing Achraf Hakimi to a thigh injury is a devastating blow. Actually, let's be real. Hakimi isn't just a standard right back, he's their primary outlet for transition pace and vital defensive recovery whenever that high line gets broken. Add to that the growing uncertainty between the sticks regarding their goalkeeper situation, and PSG is heading into a decisive second leg with a deeply unsettled backline, trying to hold off a Bavarian storm. Not exactly ideal, right? Yet, even with all those alarm bells ringing loudly in defense, you simply cannot ignore their sheer winning momentum. Grabbing 4 wins out of their last 5 across all competitions proves this is a squad just brimming with confidence. They're scoring for fun, and they're clicking at the exact right moment in the calendar year, because we all know form dictates who survives and who packs their bags in the spring. Winning creates a habit, and right now, despite those glaring structural flaws, they're literally outscoring their problems. That blistering form has actually already put silverware in the cabinet, officially wrapping up the Trophy des Champions this season. And hey, securing a domestic trophy is great for squad morale. It proves to themselves that they know how to grit their teeth and actually get over the finish line. But let's be entirely honest with ourselves here. For Paris Saint-Germain, domestic hardware is really just the appetizer. It's expected. It honestly doesn't really move the needle for a club with this level of massive ambition. Because the main course, the true holy grail, has always been the Champions League. This isn't just about adding another shiny cup to the trophy room. This is the singular obsession that has driven over a decade of massive financial investments and huge, high-profile transfers. Lifting this specific trophy wouldn't just rescue a season, it would completely validate an entire modern era for the club. It is the ultimate measuring stick, the one prize that continues to, agonizingly, just slip through their fingers. But to actually touch that trophy, they have to survive 90 incredibly grueling minutes in Munich. And the tactical blueprint for the second leg, it's incredibly delicate. Step 1, fiercely protect that slim 1-goal advantage. Step 2, drastically patch up those defensive holes without their star right back. It's kind of a catch-22. If they drop too deep to protect the lead, Bayern will inevitably punish them. But if they play too open, they're going to leak goals all over again. It is a massive, massive tactical tightrope for the manager to walk. So I'll leave you with this to ponder. We've got a Parisian side boasting an unstoppable, free-flowing attack, but they're carrying a battered defense that just shipped 4 goals. Can Paris Saint-Germain finally hold their nerve under the absolute brightest lights to conquer Europe once and for all? Or are those glaring defensive cracks going to shatter their Champions League dreams yet again? Man, it is going to be an absolute thriller to watch unfold. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and enjoy the match.